All right, so here we have if f of x equals 3x plus 4 and g of x equals 2x minus 1, then for what values of x does f of x equal g of x? So when we have f of x here and we have g of x here, right, these are the same. So if these are equal to each other, then these are equal to each other. We set them equal to each other and we solve for x. So we have 3x plus 4 plus 4 is equal to 2x minus 1. So always subtract the smallest x first. That leaves you with the x plus 4 is equal to minus 1. So minus 4 minus 4. So then x equals negative 5. That is your answer. A. Okay. So now the next one is kind of a doozy. It's a lot complicated. So in the function f of x comma y equals x minus y plus b, b is a constant. If f of 1 comma 2 is equal to 4, what is the value of this, right? f of 6, 3 comma 6. So with this part, it's going to take we have to solve for b first using this. Once we solve for b, we have to solve for this, right? Once we get that, and then this will give us this value, our x value, and then we plug it in to the whole thing here. So I'm going to do some prep work and then just guide you through it. So here we go. All right, so now this is how you set it up first. So first we did this one, f of 1 over 2 equals 4 to find what our b value is. So here in the blue is that first step. So we plug in 1, right? My x value is 1, my y value is 2. So the formula, right? X, y, x, y, b is that what we're solving for. So then you plug it in, you get 2 divided by -1. That's just -2. So the opposite is +2 to both sides, and then b equals 6. So now we know b is, right? We have to plug it in to the next one we're trying to find, which is f of 6 over 3, not over 3, 6 comma 3. So once we plug it in, right, we have x, y, b is, right? Solved for is 6. 6 times 3 is 18. 6 minus 3 is 3 plus 6. 6 plus 6 is 12. So this 12 is my f of 6 over 3, right? Right here. So not over 3, I keep saying that, but comma 3. So now I plug this in, right, from my last time. So 12, 6 formula, xy, and then b. 12 times 6 is 72. 12 minus 6 is 6 plus 6. 12 plus 6 is 18. So 18 is my final answer, A. So it took a bit, easy steps, but lots of steps. So that is how you do that one. Now, let's look at the next ones. Okay, so here, this one is, it says the table above shows some values of the linear function f. Which of the following defines f, right? F. So we know that when x equals 0, y equals 2. So that means that my y-intercept is going to be +2. So we have +2 here and a +2 here. So that means we could cancel out these two right here. So then we're left with A and we're left with D. Now, we could go into the calculations, but we could just kind of see that 10 over 3 is getting smaller. 8 over 3, 2, 4 over 3, 2 over 3, right? So this is a downward sloping, right, line. So if it's downward, that means the front of it is going to be negative, not positive. So here, my final answer would be A. Okay. Now 9. Which of the following is a graph of the line that passes through the points -5, 3, -1, 1, and 3, -1? So really what we do here is just kind of look at -5, 3. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3. So it should be here. My next one is -1, 1, -1, 1. So it's here. Then 3, 1, 2, 3, -1, right? So does that look like it's gonna pass through it? It's really close, right? It's really close. So you just gotta keep going, right? So if -5, 3, say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, +3, 1, 2, 3. So it's not this one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3. So it's not this one. So let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3. So this one looks like a lot close to it. -1, 1. This one was -1 and it went down 1, right? But +1 here, 1, 2, 3, and then -1. So it fits all the points. Final answer, D. Then here, the next one is, what is the slope of the line shown in the graph above? What is the slope? Well, how do you find slope, right? So here, to find the slope, you gotta remember our m equals y sub 2 minus y sub 1 over x sub 2 minus x sub 1. And then we just plug in our values, right? x1, y1, x2, y2. So let's see what we get. My y sub 2 is -1 over 2 minus my y sub 1, which is 0. Now, let me make that 0 better. My x sub 2 is 0 minus x sub 1, which is -3 over 2. So my top part here is just -1 over 2 all over +3 over 2. So now we just gotta flip it, right? And get it. So let me get some more workspace. So let's see, negative, let me go arrow over here. -1 over 2 divided by 3 over 2. This is the same thing, right? Same thing. But here I'm going to flip it. I'm going to flip the division and it's going to become multiplication. So times 2 over 3. So this is the same thing. So now we just multiply across. -1 times 2 is just -2. 2 times 3 is just 6. We simplify. It is 1 over 3. Right? And then that is my answer, B. And that is how you do those. Let me know if you have any questions, comments, or concerns. Have a great, great day.